All right, welcome everybody. So this is our very first Sunshine Ambassador 1 class, our very first cohort. Exciting times. Okay, so now that we're recording, I just wanted to say that we have a lowercase L, 4X, 7K, 6AW to join the Google Classroom. And this is just a nice space to be able to put your resources and kind of things that are coming up and the agenda for each day. I'm gonna go into, oh, it's not gonna let me click on things.
Then you just want to move your and move that, and
Thanks. Wondering why it was dark. Okay, so if you go into the classwork, then it has your syllabus down here at the bottom, and then we're going to have each day and what's happening that day. So today we have our agenda, kind of what's happening. We have the well, we're going to do a frequently asked question, introduce each other, and then a pre-survey that's just due by next week. So this is what I had up when everybody was coming in. It's kind of what we're doing today. It's just our welcome and orientation to everybody. And so we have, I think, 6 out of 11 ambassadors here today. So hopefully the rest will get a chance to watch the recording and catch up with the rest of us today. I'm Sara Albert. I know all of you know me, but it's nice to see all of you guys. And then just a little bit about Sunshine Community. Some of you have been here for a long time. Some of you are relatively new. So the whole mission is to have a sisterhood of community where our connection is intentional with each other. And not just that, we are trying to illuminate and amplify each other's lives and help each other with each other's dreams. So it's all about coming in and supporting each other and building that community that we all need. It's our village and our circle of power women surrounding us, which is always nice to have power women. We are going to do a frequently asked questions. So this is why I think it's kind of nice to have computers, but if you have your phone, you should be able to do it on your phone. This is just an example of my frequently asked questions. So I'm an executive director and instructor for the ambassadors today for this cohort.
Participants, unless you need to leave it there, the little dash, there's an X on the right corner of the square, and then the dash at the top of that line.
So this.
With that, you'll keep it, just net down out of view. So it's not closed, it's just
Okay. And is this?
I thought when you get you can do the same thing here.
Okay.
And it should probably, there.
There we go. Okay. So just as an example, you're going to give a little biome, science teacher, bio of yourself, and then kind of frequently ask questions what people ask you, who you are, what your characteristics are, you know, what your hobbies are, your family. And then for pictures, I put pictures that represent me. I already told you I love community and giving back. I've been a teacher for 25 years, and I started out at college level doing computer science courses. But then when I had children, I decided to major in child development as well and get a teaching credential. And I did pull out science when my oldest was in elementary, and then I went middle school, and then I went high school, and then I went AP classes, AP Bio, AP Environmental. And then I became the coordinator and the professional development and the teacher trainer for the district in ed tech and science and arts integration for high level learning, which I think is also important to express ourselves and have emotional intelligence in everything that we do. I kind of walked away from that when coming to Utah 4.5 years ago. I had a 18-month-old. And then I was really trying to find that community that I'd always built up and surrounded myself with. I love being the kind of expert that people can come to when they need questions answered or when they need to make the connections with other people in the area. So that's why Jen had this idea for the Sunshine Community, kind of from the Sunshine Community. If you're a teacher, Sunshine Committee helps support teachers to help them feel valued in the workplace. And so this was one, but it was for women. And so she was trying to do it just by kind of text and connecting that people that way, and it wasn't really taking off. And so I asked if I could be a part of it, and we became co-founders, and we made it into something a lot bigger. Frequently asked questions. You can't tell on the computer, but I am 6'1". So if you stand next to me, I'm very tall. That's one of the first questions people ask me is how tall I am. And then I have 5 kids. I love nature hikes and yoga, retreats, traveling, reading, lifelong learning. You guys will learn all this in all my like getting together with everyone. I love to do all these things with everybody else. I'm a team player. I'm one of 6 kids. I've always been on teams of all sorts, athletic, academic. I just love working together to lift everyone up. And then I also love rooting for people that have life challenges. So even from a small age, I loved cultural diversity and differences in people and learning about those differences and bringing people together and bridging the gap between differences in people. So that's just kind of a personality trait I have.
Somebody else just joined us.
Yay. Welcome, Chanel. We were just going over our frequently asked questions on our first day. So today is just kind of our introductions day and getting to know everybody. We're going to do a frequently asked question little activity. I was just giving a little example. And then giving you guys a syllabus and kind of what the focus is for this course. And at the end, we have a survey, which is not due until next week. So a few books that I've been reading is Burnout to Balance. Tennille just joined and she's the author. Jennifer Banks, Let Yourself Bloom. Let Them Theory, I'm about halfway through it, but it seems to be a big thing right now. Interesting. And The Shatterproof Entrepreneur really took, it's all about how entrepreneurs tend to create a job for themselves instead of looking at the entire company and making it one that will grow when they're not there and relying on them. So I went to a leadership conference a while ago, and this is what the ambassador program kind of came out of that idea, is that it doesn't have to rely on one person. You can have an organization to have it grow and lead that organization, which I really like. Because then eventually you can walk away and still be making money from your organization, but also pass it on to your children and have it be generational, which is kind of neat. Okay, so in this, I think I have to,
It looks like there's some.
oh, thank you. Can someone put the code in the chat? Oh, thank you so much. Samantha's on it. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, so I want to show you in the Google Classroom. I think I can, yeah. In the Google Classroom, there is the frequently asked questions. Okay, so you can see my example here. And then what I would like you guys to do is access this and then leave the template alone, but make a copy of the template, paste it, and then make your own slide. And then you have 15 minutes to make your own slide.
So this isn't for next week. This is just. Okay.
This is an activity in class today.
Okay, so we do it right now, right?
Do it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to my desktop too, so.
Okay.
Is there an easy link to this, or do we have to put in all those weird letters up to the Google Classroom? Put that in.
Let me see if I can invite you. The Yahoo email. Okay, you should have gotten an invite.
My phone. So.
Tim, do you want me to invite you as well?
Yeah, I just don't-
Well, I didn't send it to an email address yet that you just put in the code to join, but I can send it to any email you would like me to send it to right now.
Yeah, this one, it won't.
Okay, which one?
That's what you said. How are we supposed to submit?
Oh, you might not be able to do it from. But Mallory's in there. No, Mallory's not in there. That's just in my. I don't know if you can do it if you. It has to be a Gmail. But did you get
I mean,
yours?
it's a Gmail. My. Gmail. That's fine.
How are we, I missed it. You said, how are we filling this in?
You copy the template and then put your own name in. There we go. Samantha's on it. Good job, Samantha. Rachel's going. Courtney's got it. This one. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that one. So you just copy, like right
I
click
may
copy.
have to do it later. My phone is being slow, it's not access.
Okay.
And I don't know for sure that all the letters correct.
Did you get the invite from me or maybe because it's
Well, my
Yahoo?
email's been-
Do you have a Gmail? That's interesting.
Since that's not working, if you can't text it because you're on the computer, my phone. I'm just trying to think of a way around. Go back and see if it's still spinning its wheels, so I don't know which letter it is.
letting you edit it?
No, I'm like pressing on things and it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I can get into the slide, but I can't edit. It's just-
Okay, Sarah, I'm sorry, but how do I get the template?
Did you get into you're in, who is that that just talked?
This is Tanil.
Hi, Tanil. Okay, so it's in Google Classroom. And
Should I- Okay,
the join code is L4X7K6AW.
and should I have gotten that via email?
No, I just had people add it at the beginning of class.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But if you would like me to email it, I can invite you by email.
Let me see what I can do.
Maybe just a minute.
Okay.
Let me tell- Okay. I mean,
edit.
Okay. Well, there's about half the people who are able to edit, I think.
The ones on the computer can do it, other than the phones are struggling.
Right. Computers are doing okay, phones are struggling.
It's like, that's a guess.
What we can do is postpone presentations for the people who can't get in, of course. And have you guys do the survey now, so you don't have to do that later.
Okay.
So if you go to classwork, then the survey is here. One person turned it in already? Wow, you guys are on it. And in about 10 minutes, we'll share out the ones that are complete, and then we'll share the rest of them next week. Neil's got it.
Oh, one more time, small L.
Okay, it's up. Small L 4X.
I had a capital X.
K, lowercase k, 6AW.
So that might help be a part problem.
And then one tip for getting pictures in there is that you can open up your Google Photos. And then if you open up the picture, you can copy it and paste it into this. So that way you have an access to all of your photos for this if you want them. Just finish the survey. And we have 4 more people that said they want to be ambassadors that are not here yet, but I'm assuming they're going to do the recording. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just 1 to 2 every Monday. Danielle, did you already do the, do you guys want to do a frequently asked questions with each other really quick? So I think everybody else is working on something.
Well, if they're working on stuff, we want to do an FAQ while they're not paying attention.
Well, I was just saying with each other really quick now, because they're gonna do this over the week and they're gonna do it in class next week. So I'm just figuring like get to know each other while they're waiting.
I'm Kathy Stringham. I am originally from Idaho. I am one of 5 children and we're in the middle. I have 1 son. He's a student of youth. And I've lived in Utah for most of my adult life. I took a few detours. I went to Canada, lived for a year. I did live in California for about a year out of college. I worked in various industries for 2 to 5 years in sequence, from manufacturing to finance and a lot of this and that. And then I ended up becoming a teacher. So I was a school teacher for 27 years, 24 of it at Highland High School by Sugar House Park. And I graduated last year. So I'm so rude. At this point, I am actually being a life coach. Awesome. And working with people to really rediscover maybe a dream they might have had or helping them towards living a life. Awesome. And that's the nutshell. Oh, and I'm so Spanish. Just a few ideas.
Danielle Zimmerman, been in Utah for 10 years. I'm originally from Florida. But I've lived in Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas. I am the oldest of 5, and I have 4 kids, 25, 21, and 16, and I have 2 grandkids. They're really young, about half birthdays, 42, and we have another one on the way. I've worked in human services for the majority of my career, so and I'm in grad school right now to be a clinical social worker, so I will graduate next December. I recently started a business called Collective,
All right. Are we ready? It looks like we have 3 people that are ready, possibly. Does anyone want to be a first person to present?
I will.
Samantha, rock star.
Um, yeah, so this is me. I've been doing a lot of work on discovering who I am, actually, because I don't know, most of my time has been doing what I thought other people wanted of me. So, this year I've been letting go of a lot of different things. And what I do, so for the past 2 years, I've been helping real estate investors go from consumer mindset to investor mindset. And what I kind of found in helping over 500 people do that is that really it comes down to 3 things. And so a lot of internal chaos, healing from that, and then moving forward, getting clear on where you're going so you can actually move forward. I have 2 daughters, and they are the reason I do most of the things I do because I started to see my own pain in them. And so while I was healing from mine, I was also repairing theirs from them and from me, I mean. And so, yeah, that's why it's taken a little bit of time for me to really land on what I like to do. Because I feel like I can help everybody, but I know in helping everybody, I help nobody. So I have really boiled it down to helping entrepreneurs because I love business. I love starting business. And I have actually started 8 of my own businesses, and I've also had 30 jobs in the last 20 years. So I've had a lot of exposure to how different things work and don't work. And also moving here, so I didn't say this already, but I've been in Utah for 20 years, and in that 20 years, I haven't had a lot of support in community. Like everybody that I have kind of made friends with has moved out of Utah. And everybody that I have met has been like, why'd you move to Utah? Which some of you transplants probably have gotten the same thing. But long time ago, I moved to Utah because I had a way to get out of the chaos that I was ensuing on myself. So started in Utah completely blank slate and have created all the friends and connections that I have now, which is all about being supportive and helping each other because I truly feel that there is room at the table for everybody, and the best way to lift a piano is to lift where you stand. And so that is what I want to do with this community, just help everybody grow and shine together. And actually, Sarah knows this, but the rest of you, a lot of what I was already building in my business was basically the sunshine community. And so the reason I'm here is because I don't think it's smart to reinvent the wheel when it's already been invented. And so I'm so happy to find so many people that have the same community driven idea that I do to really help it sing together. So to explain the pictures here, I'm a sound healer. I do go off of intuition when I'm doing sound healing, but I've also learned the science side of it to really bring in the actual science of sound. And then also hosting workshops is one of my favorite things to do. And then these pictures here with the red brick backgrounds, that was me and my husband, well, my whole family, at our renewal. Because at 10 years of being married, I was like, we renew all the other contracts in our life. Why would we not do this? So he is the longest thing I have committed to. So I did school for 14 years. I've been with him for almost 18 years now. And the longest job I've had is 4 years. So like when I say he's the longest thing I've ever committed to, I truly mean that. Because I only lived in Oregon I lived in Oregon for 20 years. So and that was from start to finish. So yeah, definitely he is my favorite. And that is our cute little family down there in the bottom. And then getting into astrology, I'm very noob at tarot, but I know it intuitively. And then I love, love, love all of the nature that we have around us. So, and sunflowers are my favorite. So that's me.
Yes, we're very alike, and she's jumping in with our digital marketing and everything already, so she's just incredible.
In-person people, I couldn't hear what you said if you were talking to
Oh,
me.
I just said that we are very in alignment and that you jumped into our digital marketing, which is really wonderful and helpful. So
Thank you. Yes, and thank you, Sarah, so much, because that's something, like, out of all these things I put on here, I didn't put any sort of marketing because I don't give myself that credit. But that's one amazing thing. I've only been at the Sunshine Community for about a month, and now I have this whole newfound, oh yeah, I am actually good at this. Thank you for pointing it out to me.
I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
So, anyone want to volunteer to go next? It's me and Courtney.
That's me. I noticed Samantha had a bunch of pictures that were all cute and super all part of her vibe. And then I was like, oh, all my pictures are of me. So let's add self-centered to the list on my bio. It's me. It's me. It's me again. I am a Pisces sun and a Leo moon. So if you know anything about signs, that might be why I'm a little self-centered. Sorry about that. I was a teacher in my previous life, and so I taught elementary education, taught kindergarten, first grade for almost a decade, and lived in Arizona. But then when my 3 kids were born, I took time off to raise little kids and started studying and learning energy healing work, and have just grasped onto that ever since. So I am a certified Reiki master. I'm studying honey energy healing, and I also went to the Institute of Healing Arts to learn how to do integrative processing technique, emotional processing, and that all fits in really well with being an art teacher. So because we use color a lot in our frequencies of healing, so I just stuck it all right there together, and I do healing through art in a lot of the work that I do. Yeah, so I might have like switched this around a little bit on my card there in putting places in the wrong place, but I am raising 3 kids, teaching art lessons, hosting a podcast, and I have Prism Healing is my business. So for frequently asked questions, I just thought I would write, I'm a pagan Celtic priestess, seer, lore keeper, artisan, and ritualist. I can officiate weddings now, so add that to the list. But I'm not Wiccan, and I do not worship the devil. So that goes into my frequently asked questions, because I do get that a lot.
Especially from TikTok, right? Definitely.
All over, yeah. Everybody that I meet, they're like, "Oh, you're a witch, so you Wiccan?" And I'm like, no, I'm not anything in particular. So
So are you a witch? And I don't
I'm a
mean that in
witch.
a bad way.
Yes,
Okay.
meaning I'm a woman in total control of herself. So we're all of you,
Okay.
if you didn't know.
Yeah, and then practically magic. I don't see on here.
Yes, the host part, I'm a podcast host. So Practically Magic is the name of my podcast, and we do a bunch of side projects too. So right now we're doing the Ghost movie project. Last year we did the Witch movie project. That is all under the umbrella of the Practically Magic podcast. So me and Jamie, who's another Sunshine community member, are co-hosting this season at Rising Moon Minerals.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we'll go on to Neil.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tennille. The pictures, I'll just start with the pictures. So I have 3 kids. I have identical twin boys and then my daughter. And my daughter just graduated from high school and is 18. So now I'm the mother of all adult children. My twins turned 21, so that's crazy. I I did write a book this year, so that's kind of one of my latest projects. Super excited about that. And I've been in Courtney's home. I was there once for I think it was a tarot class, or maybe just anyway. So I can witness that Courtney is a very big energy and really amazing. Okay, so my little write-up spiel, born and raised in Idaho, Idaho Falls. I went to Utah State for my undergrad, BYU for graduate school. If any of you know what Procter and Gamble is, that's who recruited me out of graduate school. So I moved to Cincinnati very young, and then moved around a lot for work. So I've lived in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Georgia, Utah, Idaho, and Singapore. So I've moved around a lot, which I absolutely love. I do think down at the bottom of my thing, you'll see I'm a very free spirit. And so travel is really important to me. And I really love understanding cultures and people and why they do what they do. I love to study languages. I studied German and Spanish, can't speak either, but I still love trying to understand languages and the origins behind them. So I've always done corporate HR, and then this past year and a half, sometimes they call it a career quake, where everything just kind of got turned upside down, and I really shifted gears. And so I've been doing full-time coaching on my own. And I have struggled without the financial security that I lived with my whole life, but I'm absolutely in love with freedom, and having that intellectual freedom and freedom over my schedule has been absolutely life-changing. I'm so in love with it. So I do leadership and career coaching. I do help people with their resume, LinkedIn, job search strategy, interview prep. That's one income stream. The other one is the leadership coaching and the executive coaching. And I really love to work with leadership teams and help them work on their problem solving, their communication, stress management. I have a few certifications in personality assessments, DISC, Myers-Briggs, the emotional quotient, 12 driving forces. So I have a few personality assessments that I use with teams and clients. I also just wanted to put on here that my favorite book, oh, maybe it didn't show up. My favorite book is Women Who Run with the Wolves. And it's kind of lower on my slide, but it's a book that I return to quite frequently. And it's about the wild woman archetype. So if any of you are interested, like, that's an amazing book. So that's me. I might need to like make it bigger or something. I don't know. Samantha, it's Women Who Run with the Wolves. And this lady is, she's amazing. Clarissa Pinkola Estes. So get my book and that other book. Yeah, there it is. It's showing up on that one now. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank all three of you. I'm very pleased to have you part of our ambassador program. You guys are awesome. And it looks like that's all just ready for today. So we will have everyone else present next week. So I just want to remind, if you didn't get a chance, it only takes about 5 minutes to do the survey. So, oh yeah, I just wanted to just, as a closing, like our programs and goals, expectations, we do have this designed to, like our goal with this is to empower our community members. Because I found that everyone knew me, but people were having trouble connecting with each other. So we put together a private directory that you will all have access to soon. And then we're doing this ambassador program to help everybody be connected with each other and get everybody involved. And then you'll also gain knowledge about each other. We have communication leadership skills, and we're going to engage in hands-on activities to promote our community engagement. And we're going to have a team project at the end. to hopefully make an impact that you guys have come up with. I love that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a senior project. And then the Sunshine Ambassador pre-survey is in the Google Classroom. Just keeping in mind what your expectations are for the ambassador program and what your goals are for the ambassador program. We go into the Google Classroom. Here it is. We already have 3 people that turned it in. You guys are awesome. And then we'll be using some of that data going forward for growth in our ambassador program. Questions for me? The last bit here. Thank you guys for coming in person. Thank you guys for coming via Zoom. And thank you guys that are going to be watching this later and participating that way. And then if I can go back to this, I want to show this one more time. There it goes. So if you didn't get into the Google Classroom yet, that is a lowercase L, 4 lowercase x, 7 lowercase k, 6 lowercase a, and lowercase w.
I think it might.
Any questions in person? Then if you have any questions for the syllabus that you want to bring at the beginning of our class next week, that would be awesome. Are there any questions online? On Zoom? Let's go back to the chat. Great books. What was the book title again? Tamil answered that. They're passing around Daybreak Network, one of her books. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everybody, for coming. There's 3 minutes left, but that's it. Thank you guys for coming.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. First day, first cohort.
So did you say political social? Clinical. I heard political.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go political social work. That's a category I have not heard before.
Clinical. The idea.
Clinical. Okay. Breath and talk therapy. Like in retreat spaces.
And then you have a retreat coming up, right?
September 20th. So my birthday too, actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
What do you do?
It's at Synchronicities. So I created a journal. It's called Rooted and Rising. So it's based off the 4 earth elements. So it's an elemental retreat. So we're focusing on the flow here. What we're going to do some attention setting and yoga, sound, and expression.
Love it.
Then I'm also planning on teaching yoga at the sound healing. That's great. So we have a vendor table. She asked me today if I wanted to facilitate or do something. So I'm gonna do it.
Which healing conference is that?
That's in Sandy on October 18th.
Yeah.
So she's speaking, and so
I've got a presentation at that, and I've got it.
I'm gonna get it.
hers is at 11, and
Thank you.
Samantha's at 1. So in here too? 4.
So
We'll have to get everybody's up there so we can go and see each person. Yeah. Just rotate out at our table. We have a table too. So do you guys have tables as well?
I've got a table. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's very exciting.
See you guys on, there's a code for your retreat. If any of the Sunshine group wants to, it's Sunshine 10, it gives you your 10% off.
Oh, okay.
The tickets.
For my retreat that I'm having, the May retreat.
How much is your retreat?
75.
Okay.
Percent.
What is the date on that again?
Saturday, September.
Might be.
9:30 to 12. There it is.
What time?
9:30 to. And Sunshine 10 is. So I have that code for like anything that I have, like, sorry.
9:30.
12:30. Anything that if it's a breath work, if it's yoga, if it's a retreat, or even a journal when it's done. It's at the printer now. That code is good for our group for.
I spell synchronicities correctly.
I always spell it wrong. It told me I always spell like, there's an H in there after the C. There you go.
Oh, the spell check actually.
I checked it. I think I put that in our group E. result. Okay. I did it correctly.
Are you getting close to finishing the program?
I'm in my second semester. My undergrad was so short, so I got to do the advanced standing program. So
So you just, how many semesters total?
summer, fall, winter, summer, fall, and then an internship. So fall.
Okay. Congratulations, that's
Thank you.
exciting.
It's a new shift for sure. Let's tell us that we're walking in January is my new job. Regional administrator for programs for people with disabilities and group homes and day programs. And so I've done most of my career, but I have a lot on my plate. I'm having a hard time not giving 100% to my job. That's not where I was. So I'm struggling a little bit with just that character part of me. So
All right, we are ending. Anyone who's still on there?
Possibly the thing, since you're focusing others, that your job is to be a counselor or whatever, between your hour title and your current full-time job is a subgroup of that. And so you mentally.
Yeah, it's like I really was like, I needed for me to be able to see the correlation between what I've built for 25 years and what I'm transitioning to, just so it was easier for me to step away. Like,
My nephew works, I don't even know what group, but one of the